What's up, everybody? My name's Josh, and I want to talk about this injury that I have. Reason I care about it so much is I feel like it's taken me a long time to finally get to the cause of what this issue is. There's, based on my, I guess you can say, past year or so of looking into this, there's not a lot of information out there. What it is it's called a scapholunate ligament tear. I'll kind of backtrack here and say how I got it. Was me and some guys, we were at a bar, and I know it kind of sounds cliche, like, oh, at the bar, it's due for bad things, but it's not what you think. Actually, what happened was there's a boxing bag in the bar, and it's one of those where if you hit it as hard as you can, it tells you, like how hard you hit it. And so we were playing around with that all night. And I think there was one time I hit it really good, and I felt a pop in my wrist, and it hurt really bad. And I thought I just kind of sprained it, and so kind of waited it out. And once I realized it wasn't really healing properly, I went to the doctor, and he got an x-ray on it, and didn't see any broken bones. And so he just kind of told me, hey, just take ibuprofen, take fish oils, take anti-inflammatory stuff. Like, I'm not sure if he just kind of accepted that he didn't know what was wrong with it. But it was just something that for the past few years, I just kind of accepted it. And being in the military, and I was in a electrician apprenticeship for a brief period of time, it was excruciating pain. Doing a simple task as much as like using a screwdriver, or holding something heavy underneath, it was a lot of pain. And it didn't help that, I'm a guy that likes to stay active, work out, lift weights. And so it wasn't until pursuing my new career path, so to say, and that's becoming a physical therapist or physical therapy assistant program. And we were going over the hand, and we talked about the bones and the ligaments, and I started asking questions about if this is like a ligament problem. So I went and got a second opinion recently, and I asked them to do an MRI on it. And so we did, and that's when they found that ligament tear between the scaphoid and the lunate bone. They're bones that are deep in the hand just above where your wrist is. And so the only way to repair that was through surgery. So it was a 4-hour surgery. They put me under. And when I woke up, my entire arm was numb. But that second day, that lasted a day for a day and a half. It was a lot of pain. I've been prescribed painkillers, so that helps. It helps to keep the arm elevated. And let me just tell you, it's definitely quite the challenge. I'm only on week 1 with this, and this is my dominant hand, so I'm learning how to do pretty much everything left-handed: shower, shave, cook, clean, anything that you can think of, really. Like, it's quite a new experience for me. I'm still glad I did it. I was celebrating my uncle's birthday last week, and his daughter, my cousin, has a newborn baby that they brought over for the birthday celebration. And holding the baby, in an underhanded position, it's like an annoying pain, and I just didn't want that anymore. So I'm definitely glad I got this, and I'm looking forward to the long journey ahead. The next steps are after this splint, it's going to stay on for a couple weeks. I believe they have some screws in here. What I plan on doing is having an interview kind of with my surgeon just to kind of post and get more into the clinical aspects of what was happening. I think there's only one video that I found that talks about the surgery that they performed on my wrist. It's pretty gruesome. I watched it. It's pretty graphic. I mean, it is what it is. It's a surgery procedure, so if you got a strong stomach, you can look it up. It's called ANAFAB, ANAFAB. And so it's a pretty cool surgery. But I'm pretty sure there are a couple screws in my hand, and after 2 weeks, they're gonna take the splint off and take those screws out, and then put me in a hard cast, and that'll last me, I believe, until June. And this is March right now, so I would say, let's see, a couple weeks from now will be about the last week of March, right before April. So I'll be in a hard cast for at least another 2 to 3 months, and then it's going to be physical therapy after that. And so I'm looking forward to that aspect because this is what I want to do. Again, I'm kind of bringing this attention to you guys because I feel like there may be more people out there with this kind of injury that are just kind of accepting it. And my surgeon said had I developed arthritis, I would not qualify for this surgery. And it's not a very, again, well-known, to my understanding, well-known injury. And so if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, feel free to put those in the comments. And I'll keep you posted on the stages towards my recovery. So thanks.